We've got to continue to work with our friends and allies to prevent this scourge from not only spreading, but to stop it. It is, as I said earlier, slavery. And this nation stands against slavery of any kind. The responsibility to protect America's children is shared throughout our society, by government at every level, and by parents in every home. Parents, of course, are the first line of defense against danger. To help our parents protect their children, the Department of Education has distributed a new guidebook providing practical steps that parents can take to make their children safer. Practical steps that make it clear about how a parent needs to deal with their child about the dangers facing children. And this information, you'll be pleased to hear, is written in ways that the children can actually understand what's on the page. The book tells mothers and fathers how to rehearse with their children what to say or do if they ever feel threatened. It's a practical guide to explain to children how to deal with the predators that are smooth and seductive, how to deal with somebody that's a stranger that sounds sweet-talking, but may in their heart be dark and dangerous for our children. The book also lists websites that provide information about protecting children. Information is powerful and it's important for our parents to know. Parents need to pay as much attention to their children, by the way, when they're on the internet as when they're on a playground. They got to know what their children are doing on the internet. They got to know with whom they're conversing. This guidebook will help. We're passing it out to the nation's schools, and the schools will then make it available to parents. And as well, parents can request a copy of the guidebook, a practical go-by as to how to train your children, how to deal with potential danger. And you can find it on missingkids.com. If you're interested, if you want a practical go-by, call up missingkids.com on the internet, and you'll get some practical steps as to how to help your children avoid danger. Sometimes, despite a family's best effort, the unthinkable does happen, and that's really sad. It breaks my heart to know that that continues to happen in America. At that point, the parents need the support. When their child is abducted, the parent needs immediate support of their communities, quick action to find their children. Time is of the essence. One of the most successful programs to locate abducted children is what's called the AMBER Plan. It's a voluntary partnership through which police and local broadcasters issue urgent bulletins to the public as soon as a child is missing. The program began a local effort in Texas, I'm proud to report, in the Dallas area in 1996 after Amber Hagerman was abducted. My friend State Senator Florence Shapiro is with us, I believe one of the panelists. She helped launch the AMBER program. I know that it makes her feel really good to know that AMBER, when in place, can really help people. Just like it helped Sharon Brooks and her 16-year-old daughter Tamara. This summer, Tamara and Jacqueline were abducted at gunpoint in Lancaster, California. Tamara told us her story. The police issued an AMBER alert within hours and soon received tips that led to their rescue. People all across America shared a great feeling of relief when she and her buddy were rescued. One of the reasons they were is because of the AMBER Plan. There are gaps in AMBER, however. There are gaps in the AMBER Plan coverage which must be filled, and we can fill them. We will develop more AMBER plans and better coordination among plans. We should not allow another day to go by without taking steps to expand the AMBER Plan's reach all across our country. And so the Attorney General today is appointing an AMBER Alert Coordinator to help state and local officials develop, enhance, and coordinate AMBER plans all across America. The Department of Justice will establish standards for the issuance and dissemination of alerts. The Justice and Transportation Departments will take immediate action to provide a total of $10 million to improve the growing network of Amber Plans. We want Amber Plan alerts to be issued as quickly and as effectively as possible, including electronic billboards along the nation's highways. I support legislation passed by Senator Hutchison of Texas and Senator Feinstein of California to achieve the goals I just outlined and codify them in law. And I want to thank you both for your hard work. The House hadn't acted yet, so I'm going to. And that's why I've just laid out the initiative. If possible, it would be very helpful if the House passed the Hutchison-Feinstein law before they go home. I also am pleased that good corporate citizens are involved with helping our children. And I particularly want to point out Toys R Us or Walmart, Home Depot, as well as Ford Motor dealerships, which are providing free child photo IDs so that parents can provide law enforcement with sharply focused head and shoulder pictures along with relevant biological information in the event of emergency. By the end of this year, more than 2.5 million children will have been photographed and identified to help recover them if they're ever abducted. I hope a lot of other companies follow these good citizens' example. I hope you make available resources necessary to help us combat, to fight against abduction, and to help save those lives. Save the lives of those who have fallen prey to one of the worst crimes in our society. This White House conference on missing and exploiting runaway children is important for America. Just is. And I want to thank you all for coming. This is the beginning of a refocused effort at the federal level to help save people's lives. This is an attempt, more than an attempt, this is the beginning of a successful strategy implemented at all levels of government and all parts of our society to recognize a real threat and to deal with it. To recognize there are some so evil in our society that they're willing to harm our most precious and most vulnerable citizens. And to be prepared to respond quickly when that happens. To help people prevent it from happening in the first place. To make it clear, if you do it and we catch you, there's going to be serious consequences for you. We can deal with this problem because this is America. This is a country full of people who love and care. It's a compassionate and decent nation. It's the beginning of a concerted effort to do our duty as responsible citizens of the greatest country on the face of the earth. Again, I want to thank you all for taking your citizenship seriously. I want to thank you for understanding that a patriot is somebody more than just puts their hand on their heart. A patriot is somebody who is willing to do whatever you can to make this country the best, continue to be the best on the face of our earth. May God bless your efforts. May God bless our children. And may God bless America.